like 2014.
Yeah.
And I've just been doing like graphic and web design consultation.
So that's like you've been doing that like on the back end.
Yeah.
Like that's not what like people really know.
Yeah, people don't really know because that's not what I've been pushing.
That's what keeps the lights on in the pocket.
Exactly. And that's what it's there for me. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you
it's not
you know how to graphic design.
Yeah, I do. Like it's what I went to school for. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't ever really like my passion.
So like all of the wellness stuff, like you made those graphics.
Yeah. Like all of the like my little logo, like my graphics, like my album artworks, my website. You know, I was able to build all of that stuff.
And you do that as a service for others, but like it could be like how do you get the ball rolling on that? You know, when you come from, because everybody starts at 0 clients.
Yeah, this is for sure. Mine was a grind from college, but it was also a blessing from college, you know, because I mean, I had technically started doing graphic design and web design from high school, like junior year.
So you was all like, that's really just that's consistency basically.
Yeah.
You've been consistently flexing that muscle.
Because what I realized was that it was a rather in-demand thing. Like, it was very strange to me that, like, quite often people would ask me if I knew of somebody that could do graphic design.
Same.
And I was just always like, oh, I actually can, you know, there was many circumstances where I was like, I can take that on. Or I would challenge myself to take on a project.
Like, you would say yes to something you actually don't even know how to do and then figure it out afterwards.
Exactly. And then in that process of figuring it out, you know, I would cultivate and nurture that technique, that skill set.
I've been wanting to do graphic. I enjoy graphic design. I do.
Yeah.
But like, what becomes discouraging to me is that what I want to create in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I see exactly what I want, but I physically don't hold the skill set to be able to do it.
Right. It's not that you don't have the skill set, you simply just don't have the experience yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like, I feel like now I'm at a point where it's like, I kind of feel like it's too late to try and learn graphic design because I'm so far gone into like me creating for like years. I just feel like I gotta be able to be excellent now. You know?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly. Which is, I feel that way about my music in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's wild because I see the flip flop, and it's like, wow, like, had I had spent all of this time nurturing and cultivating and like going to school studying music instead of art, I would have been more proficient in music. I would have been in a space where my career was based in music and not in design, right? But it's just like, you know, it was a slippery slope in a way, right? Like where the snowball just starts to grow when you just kind of take on a path. And I wish, like, these are the type of things where it's like, it's kind of great to have the people in your life around. Like my father figure, for instance, right? Like my dad basically did the same shit I did, right? Like he had a passion and a desire to pursue music. And he went to school. Looking back in his own self-reflections and in his experiences, what he was remorseful about was, wow, I should have went to school for music, right? And had I had that conversation with my father beforehand, maybe I would have had the discernment to go in.
And I feel that way about multiple things because, you know, I'm also musically inclined, and I just be like, damn, had I just been making beats, you know, on some Kanye shit, like 5 beats a day for 3 summers, like, my financial position would probably be different, you know, like,
100%.
It's like, what do you do when you've been spending time being a jack of all trades, you know?
Yeah, exactly that.
It's like, you gotta, is it too late to master one?
Yeah. It's not that it's too late, it's just that it takes the discipline and the consistency to weather the grunt period, you know what I'm saying? Because it does feel sometimes late in life to feel like a novice, right? But it's like, it's not that big of a deal, right? Everybody is a novice when they first start something. But really, somebody can go from being a novice to being a professional level at something if they push themselves and they have the consistency, but more so they have the challenge, right? For me, I think the reason why I got so proficient and good at graphic design is because my clients were so needy, right? And there was so much that they were demanding of me that I would have never demanded from myself. You see what I'm saying? So it was because of the pressure that they were putting on me and my desire to not let them down, that I was able to force myself to learn the things that I needed to learn in order to provide them with the service that they needed. You know? So that's why I think like my design skills were able to grow exponentially in that way.
You know, it's just like the art is me.
Yeah, that's okay. And what, this tattoo on my arm, like it's kind of hard to see, but it says like my art is my life. Or if you look at it one way, it says my art is life, right? That was something that was extremely challenging for me, like growing through my design experiences, being an artist. I was doing poetry in college. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the journey of me trying to figure this shit out. Like that is like the art on display.
Right. And in that way, you have that personal connection with the art. So you feel when your art is viewed, somebody is viewing you. Right? And honestly, that is one of the biggest detriments to being a successful designer. Right? Because oftentimes, like, you have to get out of your own way and stop connecting with your art in that way so that you can ship the product as much as you possibly can, right? Because if I spent too much time, like, being a perfectionist or feeling like, no, this is my art and this is what I want to do, I would have never been able to deliver what my clients were asking of me. You know what I'm saying? Because they're, like, again, like, design clients can be very demanding. They're like, no, we want this on there. We want that on there. We want you to cram all of this information on this one little flyer, even though you're knowing, like, yo,
it's not gonna look good.
It's not gonna look good. Like, you're asking for too much of the space that you're requesting. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, and if I was identifying with that piece of that flyer, that marketing material as my artistry, then there's no way in hell I would have been able to deliver on that for them, right? But, you know, I had to separate myself.
Greetings, friend. What's up? It's another Monday in the neighborhood. And I had a nice weekend of performances. Oh, man. What do I love being on stage. I thoroughly enjoy conducting the vibe. So, you know, just know, when you insert me in any situation, the vibes have arrived. Most definitely. So, I just wanted to talk to you about the revelations that have transpired over the weekend. You know, Connected Camping always puts things into perspective for me at the perfect time. And one of the things that came to me was, how can I put this? I just got a text while I was talking to you, and it just threw me the fuck off. So give me a moment to recollect my thoughts again. So yeah, what I was saying is that I just graduated from M.AD school, you know, and what you're supposed to do is get a job in the marketing industry. And now I'm just like, is that for me? You know, I've had many of conversations, some of those conversations you've heard, and I just feel like I'm trying to talk their language. I'm trying to fit myself in their mold. And I know that I am not the typical traditional art director. Like, the marketing industry and how it is today, somebody like me is kind of a glitch. It's like nobody knows what to do with me. And clearly there's a reason, because I need to know what to do with me. I need to make a decision. And over the years, I've been a jack of many trades and a master of nothing. And I want to be a master at something. I want to be an expert at something. And I was talking to Mr. Wild and Free, and we had a very lengthy conversation about looking at your talents like seasons. And there's 4 quarters in the year, and each quarter can be a different season of artistic expression. And this quarter is about to end, and we're about to step into a new one. And in this new quarter, this is going to be the season of visual storytelling. That is what this season of artistic expression I choose to tap into, is visual storytelling. And I'm going to double down on video editing. I've always been into video. I've always been into film and television and production. But insecurity and imposter syndrome is what always kept me from going all the way with it. Imposter syndrome is no more. Insecurities is no more. Now, there is the frustration and the fear of like feeling it's too late, and it's like, damn, I feel like I need to be excellent now. Like, is it too late to be a novice at something? And it's not. It's not. It's not too late. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late to start something. Because if you don't start, you have nothing. And nothing is not an option. So, yeah, I'm here to tell you that the season of artistic expression that we are going to enter is visual storytelling, and I'm turning up on the video editing. So that means some things are going to have to be let go, and some things are going to have to be told no, so I can streamline the focus. Now, the conversation that me and Sean had, of course I got it. And what I just told you is just a preface to this conversation to give you more context. But here's how it went.